Our church is designed for the person who's curious about Jesus, but not really acclimated to normal church. When that person, when a person like Jeff goes to a church that is designed for church people, do you know how they feel? They feel like an outsider. We decided that we would not be the barrier. We want to be the extended hand. We don't want to push people away from the circle. We want to invite them into the circle with us. We want to keep stepping back and making room, and along the way, in the history of our church, nearly a couple thousand people have been baptized, and thousands have gotten connected with God and given their lives and their futures to Jesus. That 21-year-old that I mentioned when we started today, the guy who was a mess and had too much ego to admit that he was a mess and had no idea how to be a good husband and a dad, that was me. And the church I stumbled into in Chesterfield, they just loved me. They invited me in, rough around the edges and all, and they welcomed me to the table, and they spoke encouragement and life into me. And all of that empowered me to get real about myself. And along the way, I heard the voice of God, and I discovered real and life-changing connection with him. That voice began as a low rumble, and then it became as loud as a blind beggar on the side of the road, the guttural cry of his desperation searing through the crowd of traditionalists. It was like Jesus speaking to me on behalf of every searching person around me, saying, you gotta not make this about you. You've gotta make it about them. You've gotta set aside your own agenda and your dream and your wish list and your preferences and elevate the value of people who have peeked in the window of church but felt unwelcomed by it. And then I heard God say, you've gotta rally some other people. You've got to rally people to be the voice that says we are focused on one thing and one thing alone, reaching every person around us with the truth about Jesus and his life-changing power so that we can all, every last one of us, experience the full life that comes through Jesus as we expand his kingdom and welcome other people to the table and say it's okay that you're broken because I'm broken too. But God is healing us along the way.